Hey guys, welcome to the Shadecast. It is Tony here, and I'm joined by Morgan. Say hi, Morgan.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, so basically, what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna roast everything we can find because that's what we do best. Okay.
That's what we do on a daily basis,
True
anyways.
though, true. Okay, so when I went to order, so I ordered like the six Tamagotchis like a week ago, and I was going back and trying to figure out how to like track them and figure out when they'd actually come in. And I was looking at the like the page like describing what it is, and it's actually really amusing if eBay will load. So there I ordered them from like Shanghai, Japan, and this is the description that it gave me. It said funny game machine with small size and keychain. Bring you the fantastic funds. And I was just like, what the actual heck? Like, I need fantastic funds and I need them right now. And that is what
It's
it.
only funny because you're trying not to kill a small animal that's trapped inside of a
But
game.
I mean, are you really trying not to kill it though?
Wow, you're terrible.
Tamagotchi bloodlust is the thing. I was reading articles about this because some person bought like one of the newer ones online and they were like so pissed that they couldn't kill the Tamagotchi just because it ran away instead.
Why would you want to? Isn't the whole
Because,
purpose to keep them alive?
well, I mean, like, that's only fun, but for so much. Because, like, they were talking about it. They were like, yeah, like, it tries to wake me up 2 hours early in the morning because it just starts beeping and won't shut up. And then it just goes downhill from that. And it's awful because they're annoying. So then you try to kill it, but then it just runs away. Like, they said that they would.
See, that literally sounds like the type of person that would get arrested for animal abuse.
Well, I mean, that's what Tamagotchis are for, so you don't actually get arrested for animal abuse. Like, do you know
Oh
how to
my
kill a Tamagotchi? You just leave it in a drawer for like a week. That's like
god.
actually how you do it. And then you like check it
I could
occasionally.
do that.
You check it occasionally to see if it's dead or not.
Hide it in your sock drawer.
Yeah, that's like what people do. And then apparently like if it like craps too much and you don't clean it up, it dies. And then you start it.
Sepsis.
But yeah, that's actually how Tamagotchis work. You murder them, and that is what I'm
Oh
doing
my
with my
god.
life with fantastic funds. Okay. So, moving on to our first wonderful news article because
Wonderful.
Black Friday was last week, and
Welcome to America.
mm, America. So, oh shit, I didn't even read the full title of this. No, go away. Okay, it's like freaking out. But it was like, so this article is about people fighting and killing people at Black Friday shopping. Like,
I
someone,
feel like it gets worse and worse every
yeah.
year.
But then, like, okay, yeah, shoppers fight over everything from TVs to $1.60 towels. And then, like, it goes through and lists all the incidents there were. Someone got shot in front of a Walmart. Oh, then they, like, ran from the police. Two more people
At
were
least do it over something better than Walmart.
two more people were shot in Tennessee at a mall.
Okay, see,
Um,
that's better than Walmart.
someone got
I mean,
shot outside of Macy's. Ooh, shot dead in a road rage incident in a Walmart parking lot.
oh my gosh.
Like, that is one of my favorite things to do every year is like after Black Friday that weekend just to go through and watch the Black Friday fight compilations from Walmarts. Like,
I just want to go to the mall and sit there and people watch because,
I
like, I feel like my favorite thing would be like the old
yeah,
ladies in like the cooking
okay, old
stores.
ladies are crazy. Like, so my dad was talking about this from like I think a couple of years ago, and it was like these two old ladies behind his friend in line, and there was like a TV sale, and the old ladies like they were waiting, it wasn't time yet, and the old ladies were like, "Oh, honey, we probably won't be able to lift this. Could you like help us and put it in our basket for us like when the time comes?" And then he was like, "Sure, I'll help old people and be nice." But then as soon as they released those TVs, those old bitches like ran him down with a shopping cart, and then they were like asked him to help after that. And he was like, "Hell no, y'all just like hit me with a shopping cart and nearly took me out." Like old
That's
people,
terrible. What
old
is
people
wrong
are
with
literally the
people?
worst. But like
Savages.
I just really want to go because I've never actually been Black Friday shopping. Like the closest I've come is last year. Me and my mom went on Thursday because Kohl's like they started their sales around like 7 or 8 Thanksgiving night, and my mom wanted a cheap TV,
Yeah.
so we went to Kohl's and like investigated, and we got our TV. But that's like the closest I've ever been to Black Friday shopping. Like I want to go to a
We're gonna go
Walmart.
next year.
Yeah, we need to go to
That's what we're
Walmart.
gonna do.
Go to Walmart at like 2 a.m. when the fights break out. Because
Yes.
have you
I feel
ever
like a lot of people like they break out because they're drunk.
Probably. But like, have you ever watched a Black Friday fight compilation at Walmart? It's like
No.
the store is a sea of people. Like there is no aisles. It's just people everywhere.
Actually, that's not true. I saw these two ladies. They were fighting over like a child's toy because some lady wanted it for her son, and the other lady was like, "I saw it first," and
Oh,
they started fighting. And the one lady like shoved the other one into like you know how they have those like ball pits with like the
yeah,
big bouncy
oh
balls in it.
shoot.
She shoved her through the thing
Oh
into
my
the ball pit.
gosh. See, like I would go to the mall, but I don't feel like people are as mean at the mall. I feel like people at Walmart are like they will take someone down. Like they're
Well,
not afraid.
because if you're on like you want like good stuff but don't want to pay as much for it and then the
True.
prices are lower than they normally are,
True.
so like it's the people that don't have money that are going to Walmart to be like, give me that because I need it now and I don't have money to pay for it regularly.
Literally probably like the only store I would actually like be willing to camp out at and go Black Friday shopping is at GameStop because like GameStop has expensive crap and like they have really good Black Friday sales. Like my sister's boyfriend I think went he said he camped out but there was literally only like 4 people outside when they opened. So like not worth it to camp out, but like I'd actually go to GameStop for Black Friday deals cuz I like cheap video games. Like
Doesn't everyone?
I need a 3DS because I'm a child.
Haha, I already have one. I win.
Shut up. I have 2 DSs in my room. I literally packed my DSs and brought them to school with me when I left for college. And
I'm not surprised.
no one else has theirs. So I'm going to make all my friends bring them with them when they come home for winter break. They just all need to bring DSs back with them so we can play Mario Kart like we were meant to.
Exactly.
Okay, so next story. The one about the Florida woman who
Oh
she
Lord.
had a couple of guests over and then decided that she was kind of done with them and that they had overstayed their welcome. So, with her 22 caliber handgun, she started shooting at the floor because where is it? Her boyfriend told her that once someone is told to leave their property 3 times, she is to go get the gun and shoot it at the ground. And then here it gets worse. If that does not work, she is to shoot people in the leg. So,
If you invited them into your house.
I mean, then she told them to leave though.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like they were just like on her property for no. She's just crazy.
But yeah, and then
Although Loki, I feel like she's like mentally unstable, and then her boyfriend doesn't help because he's just like, no, shoot them.
oh wait, so there was a woman that got taken to the hospital and treated for a gunshot wound, and then police said Savelle's boyfriend was also shot in the leg, so
Serves
he
him
got
right. That's
shot
what
in the
he
leg
gets.
too. Like,
Oh,
there
what did she tell him to leave too?
probably, but TBH, I would do that though. Like, okay, these hoes annoying. They need to go. Time to shoot some people. Like, bye.
Get off my lawn.
Can I do that next time someone's being really loud in the hallway outside my room? Just like shoot at the ground and then shoot them in the leg if they don't leave. Like crazier things that probably happened in dorm rooms. Like last
You
night,
know, you're probably right.
okay, last night I was in one of my friends' buildings and we were talking to her RA and their SR because like the RA is like head of the floor and then the SR is head of the whole building. And so, and their RA Morgan was like, oh yeah, her name was Morgan too. But she was talking
Hey,
about
that's
how
me.
someone, I think in her building last year, threw a fire extinguisher out the window because they got drunk one night.
I'm not surprised at all.
And then what else has happened? Like dorm life, first year dorm life is crazy. So my building, we have a bunch of like foot tables in our lounges, and there's ottomans too. So one night, people built a 7, 8 foot tower out of footstools and put an ottoman on the top and just left it. And it was in our lobby for like a week, and then they moved the furniture into the elevators and rode up and down eating dinner. And
That sounds like fun.
they threw Swedish fish and tennis balls off the 6th floor all the way down the stairwell to the 1st floor.
That's amazing.
I saw that one happening because like I live on the 2nd floor, so I use the stairs sometimes. And I was like going down the stairs, and I just see this red thing like whiz past me, and then I see this kid in the bottom trying to catch them in his mouth, and then one hit him in the tooth. And when it hit him in the tooth, apparently that hurt like
Ow.
shit. So yeah, Margaret sent us out an email, and she was like, "What the heck, guys? Y'all are like really dumb and need to not." And then in one of the other buildings, their SR sent out a really angry email because they kept stealing the emergency exit signs.
That is amazing. But also,
Like,
so great.
yeah, college is an interesting place. Like, yikes. It's kind of scary, and I don't know how to deal with. But yeah. So, oh, next one. It's the one. Okay. So, this guy had his like drone for Halloween, or like just had a drone. And then there's those like Halloween skeleton things with the black cloaks that look like freaking Dementors. And then
I hate those.
he attached it to a drone and then flew it around, so it like actually looked like a fucking Dementor. And like
We should do that.
I know, right? Though like it's great, and it was like all of his neighbors were freaking out because they didn't know what it was. And it was
That
just
is
like,
amazing. Can you just imagine that?
yeah, like that would be fantastic. I like really want to do that around grounds now, just like scare college kids. Like it would be great. But then, oh,
It really would be.
so that reminds me, I was watching a Markiplier video, and it was like the Reddit thing, and it would either show him like a really horrifying image or a really funny one. And one of them was like it was an ostrich, it was dead, and it was taxidermied and attached to a drone. So it was just like
So it was you.
it was entitled World's First Flying Ostrich. It was just like, what the heck?
This is why people with internet should not be allowed to do anything.
Yeah, like when you get to the deep dark side of YouTube, like tight pants body
Shathid.
rolls. Shathid is life. And that's like literally one of the 3 songs I listen to like every day. I listen to Shathid, tight pants body rolls, and then Deep Throat by Cupcake because when I listen to them, I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with humanity? Like, what a
LSD.
true. Just like what is life? I found a really weird one yesterday. I can't remember what it was. Remember the one time I found Hail Santa Eat Flesh?
Yes.
And then I accidentally sent it to
Somebody
your
showed me
dad?
one. That was so
I was
terrible.
just like, what?
It was like he literally like called me out of my room at like 11 and was like, "What is this?" And I was like, "Don't worry about it."
That was so weird. Okay, but what were you saying?
Somebody told me about one. It's called the grapefruit effect, I
Oh,
think.
I thought you were about to say the grapist.
It, no, I mean, it's so nasty.
Well,
It's
I
so
mean,
nasty. You have to watch it.
Deep Throat by
No,
Cupcake is
it's like
just her chanting mouth wide open like she was at the dentist.
relatable. Just kidding.
Correct. Thirsty looking ass.
Hey, that's true. That's why you gotta block me on all social media.
True.
Shade.
You're not allowed to like talk to the internet. We can't do this anymore. You're not allowed to speak to
No one can know that I exist.
people. True. We are living trash cans. We'll just go to the dump together. We are a mess.
Welcome to our daily lives. This
True.
is how it is every day.
For real though, like we're ridiculous.
Uh,
My hair's like slowly coming out of my beanie and it looks like trash, but I don't give a fuck.
it looks like I'm bald.
Say, I don't even. Yeah, like now you look kind of like a man with your hair pulled back, and it's like really bad camera
Gee,
quality.
thanks.
It's really like shitty camera quality. Like, I'll send you a
It's
picture of
because
this.
of my hair.
I will send you a picture of this later. We are trash. Okay. Now I get to rant about dumb hoes at McDonald's. Okay.
Oh my god.
So, these aren't even the worst ones I found. Like, one of these was in a video I saw a long time ago. So, this was probably my favorite. And it was a lady, and she decided, or it's like, I think she wanted like a 10-piece meal, but they didn't have the 10-piece meals. They were like, we can give you like two 5-piece meals. And she was like, no, I want a 10-piece meal. And they're like, or something of that sort. And they were like, it was like she wanted one
Yeah,
thing, but they
and then
didn't have
she,
it. So she called
yeah.
911 and like complained, and they were like, McDonald's is trying to force me to order food, and they won't give me a refund. And it's just like, what? Like what?
Oh yeah, because then she got like a citation or whatever,
Yeah, because she
and
called
after
911.
she got the citation,
So she called.
after she got the citation, McDonald's refunded her money.
Yeah, so she called 911 once, and nothing happened. Or they were like, what is this woman? And then so I guess they hung up, and they were like, crazy bitch, let her go. So she called back to 911, and then that didn't get her what she wanted either. So she called a fucking third time, and that's when she got a citation because she called 911 3 times. Uh, uh, oh,
Oh, speaking
hmm?
of citation, the Triangle Man might get a citation.
What did he do?
He had a false alarm on his home security system and thought somebody was breaking into his house.
I mean,
But in reality,
he's scary enough as is. I don't think he needs an alarm system.
in reality, it was just one of his cats knocking something over, breaking it.
Same.
So now he's getting a citation for a false alarm.
That would be me though. Like, I hear something in my house and I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna die today. Like, I was
You
about.
don't even call 911. You just accept it though.
True. Like, okay, so me and my friends at school have gotten into this thing, like, where we see, like, pictures on Facebook and we'll, like, tag each other, like, 5 of us on that. And one of the ones I got tagged in was like, I keep a gun with me at all times, so when someone breaks into my house, I can shoot myself so I don't have to talk to another human being. And I was like, same. Like, accurate.
Why is that so accurate?
I would, I would though. Like, no, can't talk to people. Just psh, gotta die. Okay, so then this one was one of the ones you chose from the McDonald's page, and it was the one
Lit.
where the guy was like complaining that McDonald's made him fat and it was their fault.
I was so, oh my gosh.
Because he was like, now I'm obese. And then he was talking about how the food industry wrecked his life. And he was like, they said it was 100% beef. I thought that it meant it was good for me. I was like, what? Just what? And then,
Too much of a good thing can be a bad thing,
yeah.
much like fat.
And he just like straight up sued McDonald's for it. And then there was the other one where the guy sued McDonald's because the manager got salty with him about giving him more napkins.
Oh yeah. Like, I mean, that's more on the manager because you can't just give somebody one napkin.
Don't they have napkin dispensers in the fucking restaurant?
But he was going through the drive-through.
Wait, he was. Oh, I guess I ignored that part. Oops. No, yeah, he just received it one napkin with his meal, and then he returned to the counter for more. He wasn't in the
Oh,
He wasn't in the
then why didn't he just go to the
Exactly.
what?
So they offered him free burgers as an apology. He took that as an insult, and guess what he claimed the incident caused? Undue
What?
mental anguish. Like school
Life
causes
does that by its existence
school
alone.
causes me undue mental anguish. Like I have finals next week. I'm gonna die. I am gonna sue UVA for this.
Relatable.
I'm gonna sue my college because
Relatable.
screw them. Okay, but no, this reminds me of a video, and it was talking about children terrors at McDonald's and Burger King, etc. And so one of them was like, so you know how like Chick-fil-A is usually in the playgrounds, how they have like to climb up, they have like the split level thing where it's like you
Yeah.
kind of like have to snake your way up. So
Yeah.
apparently there was like this one kid and he peed at the top of it. So it made like a
Oh, I
cascading
remember.
waterfall of
Oh.
urine. And then there was a special needs lady
Ew.
working at Chick-fil-A or McDonald's or wherever it was. And she gave the kid a rag and made him clean it. And she just sat there
Oh.
yelling at him as he was crying and cleaning up his pee. And then,
That also reminds me of a story that Triangle Man told us.
oh God, what?
Apparently, when he was still working at the middle school,
Oh gosh.
trouble because there was a kid that peed all over the toilet seat, and he made the kid get paper towels and clean it up, and then made sure that he washed his hands before he was allowed to leave the bathroom.
I mean, like, I can understand why he got in trouble because, like, you can't do that. Like, as a paid associate at a grocery store, I am not allowed to clean up bodily fluids. Like, I have to get a manager to do that. Like, it's in the employee handbook. Like, I can straight up tell them, like, no, that's a biohazard. Do it yourself. So, like, forcing a middle schooler to do that? Like, yikes. Oh, that's horrible.
And that's why
Oh,
we have janitorial systems.
true, true. But okay, so that reminds me of two more. So one of them was some kid like shit in the slide, but not at the top.
Ew.
It was like a spiral slide, and it was like well into the side, like in the middle, so you couldn't see it from the top. So you see where this is going, where kids proceeded to follow the kid down afterwards to create a shit and slide.
Mm.
And
Ew.
then there was another one where it was like this girl's sister worked at McDonald's and a similar incident happened, but I think it was like pee and like they knew about it. So she had to like go in the slide and clean it up. And homegirl decided to start at the top. And gravity
That's not
works
how you do
gravity
that.
works wonders in a slide, so she got to ride all the way down in a puddle of
That's
piss.
disgusting. Disgusting. I literally can't. Oh my god.
See, working in a grocery
I would
store
probably puke.
working in a grocery store is horrendous, but McDonald's and food service sounds so much worse. Oh, okay.
Ugh.
Oh, oh, now we get to move
Uh,
on to the dummies of Yahoo Answers. And so I got all of these from the dating and relationship section
oh,
because
this will be joyful.
so like some of the I haven't ever like really looked into the other sections, but dating and relationships, you can go there and without fail expect to find like the worst human beings there are possible. So
Oh
the
yeah.
the first one's not really a horrible human being. I just thought she was really funny. So like kind of like the overview of her question was like, should I just start being mean to people since they have no respect for me anymore? And I was like, yeah, yeah, just be a bitch.
yes. Exactly.
Mm. So then, like a little bit later, she updated it because I guess like people were like coming back at her and being like, "No, don't be a bitch. Like, fuck what people think." So,
Uh,
and then apparently there was like a story about these girls, and she was like, "I heard the girls encourage her not to call me or not to have me tag along. I was hurt when they said that. My dad was like, 'Shut up, just shut up. I don't want to hear it. I told you they weren't your friends. I've been trying to tell you for months. To put it bluntly, you need to stop being so nice and be more assertive.'" And then her mom was like, "We
uh,
tried to keep you from getting hurt and you got mad. You had no right to get angry at us. You wouldn't listen. Time to find new friends." I'm like, Oh shit, this girl is a mess, and her family does not sound much better. Like,
No.
oh, I thought it was so funny. And then like everyone's just like, LOL, being mean doesn't solve anything. And then she's like, I'm gonna be a bitch if I wanna be a bitch. I was like, oh,
Then why did you ask for people's what?
that's the people of Yahoo Answers. Like,
Oh
just,
my gosh.
just wait till we get into the other ones. Like, I think all the rest of them are about cheating, and this is beautiful.
This
So,
is my area of expertise.
okay, the first one's like it's kind of very broad. How many times is it okay to cheat on your girlfriend?
Literally zero. What even makes you ask that question? It like why? Why would you like if you have somebody who is like down for you, are you stupid?
Okay, just wait for the best answer. I can't tell if this is someone like being real, just being stupid as fuck, or if they're like trolling. I feel like they're probably trolling, but cheating on your
Who
girl
even knows? It's the internet.
cheating on your girlfriend is only okay if she's ugly, poor, and overweight. If she is beautiful, she has value to be loved. If not, then cheat on her as many times as you like. She should just be thankful she has anyone to love her to begin with. I was like,
Oh my gosh.
like I, I strongly believe they're probably trolling, but like people
Then
ask
again, who
those
even knows?
questions, so like I have no clue. Ugh.
Oh my gosh.
But it's just like, okay, why do they exist? Oh, then this
I don't
one.
know because you know the person that asked that question is going to be like, "Okay,"
Okay.
and go with it.
Ugh. Imagine that breakup. You should be glad you have someone to love you in the first place. Oh, that would be. This one. How to cheat on my girlfriend without her finding out. I need other women sexually. All men need variety. That's what we do.
No, that's not what we do. What in the world?
Then the best answer for this one, like,
Um,
actually gives them like legit tips. Like, have a separate contact number and just hang out with other girls. It's not a big deal. Almost every guy is doing it. Just like,
uh,
what?
yeah, those are the guys. Those are the guys that are gonna end up getting shot because they're gonna be dating some crazy hood chick and she's literally gonna kill them.
True. Or we could just
Tell
go
me that
after
I'm
him.
wrong.
We could just go after them and hunt them down because that's what we do anyway. Like we
Yeah,
have.
see, like girls need to start doing what I do. And when somebody like, well, I was like in the reverse situation where I was like supposed to be the side hoe, but I
Oh
didn't know that I was
shit.
supposed to be.
Oh
So
shit.
that is when you take screenshots and then you send them to the main one.
Oh shit. So like this homegirl was like the main hoe the whole time.
Apparently,
Oh shit.
after after I stopped being like the main one and he like deleted all of our stuff off of social media because he deleted it before we ever broke up, like a month and a half before we ever broke up. So
Fuck.
people just assumed that we had already broken up. So he got a new girl before we ever.
Oh gosh. This is why we come at him using our like fake Twitter account.
How to solve your life problems.
True. One of my friends made a Finsta account, and I'm like, this is actually the most relatable thing I have ever read. And I was like,
It,
I low key want a Finsta, but I'm barely posting up on my real Instagram as it is. So yeah,
mm,
Uh, I'm good with my fake Twitter where I can just like literally tweet hashtag hoes keep hoeing in the middle of the night, and
exactly.
I was just like, because we were talking
Twitter.
about doing that, and then I actually followed ex boo and then tweeted hashtag hoes keep hoeing. Oops.
My bad.
Hey, you dared me to follow him,
Uh,
and so I did it anyway.
I just. Oh, he's such a.
Such a hoe.
My thing is like, how did I not even realize that before like we got together? Because like I knew, I feel like I just ignored it But like,
Yeah.
why? Why? Like,
I don't know. I feel like when he started deleting you off like social media, that's kind of like low key a sign that someone's being ratchet AF.
well, like the thing is though, is that like when we got into a fight one night and it was over something that like one of his friends had said,
Hmm.
which is really stupid. It doesn't make any sense like why you would fight over that. But anyways, I was just tired and it happened. But he deleted literally like he deleted his Instagram, he deleted his Snapchat, he deleted his Twitter. He like deleted everything. And like whenever he would get mad at pictures off of his Instagram, like except for like one, so I just didn't think anything of it.
Oh gosh. People, this is why I'm an antisocial cactus. And I've been in a relationship once, and that was in sophomore year, and both me and her were really awkward. Like, you remember when me and Sammy dated, and it was like
Oh yes,
hella
I
awkward
know.
all the time.
I thought it was so funny.
Did that even last for 3 months? Because we started dating
I
in
don't
October, and I think we made it through December. It was like in January, like beginning of January, over Christmas break, I think. But yeah, this is why I'm an
It was
antisocial.
over Christmas break because I remember like she texted me like right before we were supposed to go back to school and asked for my thoughts on it and I was like, "Dude, I don't know."
Uh, LOL, I've not been in a relationship since because I can't deal with it. Like, I barely leave
It's
my
like I don't understand.
on weekends. I
I
don't
don't
leave
understand
my room.
those people cuz like I can't deal with one person at a time. How am I supposed to deal with more than one?
True.
Especially if you're a guy because girls are so terrible.
I can barely deal with myself. How can I deal with another human? Like, this
Exactly.
this is why I'm gonna grow up to be a crazy cat person because I can't deal with people. I can only deal with cats.
Relatable.
Cats relate to me. Like literally earlier today, I just played a video game about cats and it was for children and it was about dressing up your cat and then uploaded it to YouTube because that's what I do. I play children's games on the internet sometimes. I'm a hot mess.
We know. We know.
This is what college has done to me. I either watch entire Netflix seasons in one day or play children's games for fun.
Speaking of Netflix,
Ooh.
um I found a like really good show and I need to send you the name of it because it's like their mom left
Mm-hmm.
and their dad is like this raging alcoholic and like drug addict.
What's it called?
It might be Shameless.
I feel like I've heard of that. I don't know. I've been like on
It's so good.
I've been on an American Horror Story binge lately. Like, I watched season two. I think I split into 2 days. Season three, four, I did in one day each. Season five, I did in like 2 days. And I
Oh my
really made life
gosh.
choices, but not really. American Horror Story is
Mm,
fantastic. Like, still not my
I'm
favorite.
gonna do that.
I think my favorite shows of like all time is 30 Rock and Parks and Rec because Tina Fey and Amy Poehler. Like,
Tina Fey is my fave.
Tina Fey is queen. Like, look where she went to school. UVA.
I
Same,
hate you.
Tina. Same.
Oh
Like,
my god.
one of my friends lives in the building that's connected to Tina Fey's first year dorm.
Oh my gosh.
I think she lives, technically, she lives on the same floor because, like, so UVA, we have like old dorms and new dorms. Old dorms are crusty, don't
Hmm.
have air conditioning or elevators, and the new dorms are like palaces, and I live in a palace. It's like
Mm,
I basically live in a 5-star hotel. Not really. It's like probably like
jealous.
3, 4 stars, but it's still like hella nice, and we have air conditioning. But no, so like old dorms, it's like two buildings are connected. They're like L shaped, so it's like Lefevre and Metcalf are connected. Tina Fey lived in Metcalf, and my friend lives in Lefevre, and then they both lived on the second floor. So like technically, she lives on Tina Fey's floor.
Wow.
And then like other homegirl that went to UVA, I think it was Katie Couric. She lived in one dorm a couple over. But yeah, famous people go to UVA. Mainly Tina
Hmm.
Fey.
Mainly Tina Fey because she's the only one.
True. mom was talking about this show she started watching, and I think it's called Sisters, and she was like, "Yeah, it's like Tina Fey and Amy Poehler are sisters in the show." I was like, "Hold up. Did you just say Tina Fey and Amy Poehler are in one show together?" Like the last time
Overload.
I saw them together was Mean Girls. Like Tina Fey and Amy Poehler are goals. Like I love them both because they're
Yes.
so great. Like, have you seen 30 Rock or Parks and Rec? Okay, you remember Unbreakable
No.
Kimmy Schmidt?
Yes.
30 Rock is like very similar but more normal. It's like I don't know. I find them like
I could
very
deal with that.
I find them like very similar to watch because they're like 20-minute episodes. They're written by Tina Fey, and it's great. Parks and Rec is the same way. Like Parks and Rec, it took me a season to get into it, but like by the end, like I worship Parks and Rec now. Like I understand why my friend watches it. No, I think she's watched it 5 times now. Like
People are like, I don't.
no, if you watch Parks and Rec, you will understand. Like it is worth it to watch it over and over and over again. It's
Okay, I'll
beautiful.
start watching it.
It's beautiful. I have like a hella list of shows I need to watch. I still need to finish American Horror
When you've
Story.
been literally just ranting about stuff for almost an hour.
Basically, because we were on call for
Mm.
like half an hour before we actually started.
I just like, I know that my homework is sitting here staring at me, and I know that I need to do it.
Mine's in my backpack and it's staying there. Just kidding. Most of it's online. But screw this.
Do we have any other juicy topics to
Oh,
cover before?
just like a couple more. So I just want to point this out. The next question, I don't remember it exactly. I want to check like the topic, what I wrote down. It was something about like having a side thing during marriage. But so I just want to open up the link and this screen popped up. It said, "This question does not exist or is under review." So I chose a question that was so bad that it's under review by Yahoo now. Okay, so the next one, I think,
Or they deleted it because their wife found out.
true. The next thing, the next one is like definitely probably my favorite. So, crap, I have to find it. Okay. What is it called when a friend tries to seduce your spouse, takes your spouse and children from you, and copies everything you do? Just like, what the,
Ooh,
what the heck? She's just like,
that sounds like a demon.
she's like snatching up some lives. Just
Yeah,
kidding.
no kidding. Oh my
The first
gosh.
answer is psycho, obsessed, mentally three, betrayal. I personally relate to the mentally four or the mentally three one because like I'm forever five in the head, aka why I bought 6 Tamagotchis on eBay. But yeah, I spent
Relatable.
like $7 on that because I wanted
Mm.
Tamagotchis. I wanted one as a kid, but then like I never actually like looked at them at Walmart. But my sister was like, no, I think it was one of my friends like was really into them in elementary school, and she was like, she wanted one for her birthday, and that's like what she said when I asked her. And then my sister was like, "LOL, no, aren't those like really expensive?" So I was just like, "Okay, Tamagotchis are expensive. I can't buy one." So like I never actually looked into them, but now that I looked into them and they're like $1, and I'm like, I need it.
Tamagotchis.
So I bought a hella ton of Tamagotchis. Like I really want a
Might
pair of
as well.
Heelys too, but Heelys are expensive.
Dennis's nephew has Heelys.
Taryn had Heelys in high school, so like homegirl would bring her Heelys to school and ride around in them. Like she would
Yeah, she'd make people pull her down the
yeah,
hallway.
she'd grab onto my backpack all the time, and I'd pull her down the hallway in her Heelys. Like I remember when they came out, like third or fourth grade probably, and they were banned everywhere. Like no one allowed was allowed to wear Heelys in public, but now like no one remembers that. So or like I really want a pair just so I can ride around school in Heelys.
Exactly.
Like imagine how fast I'd get to
Same.
class. Like
Mm. You'd get distracted.
true. One of the residential colleges here, it's like five or no, it's like probably 8 or 9 different buildings, and they're like really close to each other, and they're all connected through underground tunnels. But like it would probably take like 5 or 10 minutes to get all the way from like one side of Brown to the other side. So there's just literally scooters in the tunnels that you can just ride around, and you can like
That is
ride
amazing.
around the underground of the residential college on scooters. And I'm like, what?
That is amazing.
And then like so one day I was in another building trying to we were like having a group project for something, and some kid just like yeets his way inside on his electric scooter like through the front door and into the elevator, and I was like, we're inside right now. Like he almost ran me over. Like yikes. And then
Oh, my meat.
one day I was walking through grounds, and okay, this is one thing that pisses me off. So bicycles go on the road. Bicycles do not go on the
Yes.
sidewalks. Like when it's
Oh my
class
God.
change, and the sidewalks will have like hordes of people. Like if you've never seen a college during class change, it is a horrifying experience. Like kids try to ride their bicycles on the sidewalk sometimes. And like one day I was like running a little late to class, and this kid like whizzed past me on his bicycle, and he fucking wiped out in front of me, and I was like, kid, that's what you get for riding your bike on the fucking sidewalk. I was so happy about that. Like I always
I
want
would
to
have been like, karma.
I always want to kick them when they ride by, but that time he wiped himself out. Like he went flying too, and I was like, "Oh, yikes!" But
Mm,
then, oops. So yeah, I was really happy.
mm.
Okay, so last
Oh, we
topic.
got a time
Uh,
because homegirl is starting to get hungry.
girl, I have one more topic, and this was so I was like going through Yahoo Answers. I was like, yeah, these are fun, and like I briefly went on Reddit just because I wanted to see if there was any fun Reddit topics, and I'll probably go back into Reddit later because like I was on my iPod and it's really hard to use things on your iPod. So I'll probably explore Reddit later. But no. So I went to the life pro tips section, and the first one that popped up was the most beautiful tip. It's it's great. So, LPT, when you find out that someone you love is dying, make sure you get all of their signature recipes.
That's so true.
And then the responses, the first one is like, okay, grandma, so that's a tablespoon of cumin, 2 bay leaves, and dot dot dot, grandma. It's just like, and that's like all of the comments. Oh, yeah, it's just like, they're all of them are just like, yeah, grandma, don't die.
I
Oh,
need your cookies.
this one. Oh shit, you have less than 6 months to live due to cancer being detected too late. Now about that egg salad recipe. So yeah, when you find out someone's dying, go after them for recipes.
Exact. Only if they can cook, though.
True though, true.
Mm.
But yeah, I think that's it. That's all I have listed. So yeah, that was fun.
Welcome to the Hot Mess Express of our lives.
Hashtag Shadecast 2016. I'll probably try to upload this like everywhere now, because I think I like set up all my accounts, so I'll be fine to load it to Podbean, Spreaker, SoundCloud, YouTube. Yay, YouTube. And then I think I have to like actually submit it to Apple, and they have to approve it to get put on sound or podcasts. So maybe I
Wow.
might get Apple Podcasts.
Yay!
And then yeah, I'll just like put everywhere where it's at in the description of my video. So like I wrote a bunch of notes to myself about what to put on the podcast, and I get really savage with myself. Like one of them was like, I'll put the shit in the description as I find out more places to put the podcast. LOL. I need to get the fuck out.
Same.
That was
My mother
me.
is like texting me from the kitchen, freaking out
Why?
because I was supposed to go eat dinner like 20 minutes ago.
Morgan. On that note, then I guess we will end this podcast.
So my mother will stop shading me from the kitchen.
True. True. We're a mess.
accurate.